Hello! If you've clicked on this video, presumably you're curious about MultiVersus. You've either seen it on some streams, you've seen some YouTube videos, or you even saw like the trailer and you're like, oh my god, what's this game where the Iron Giant can fight against Harley Quinn? And I'm here to tell you what's up. MultiVersus is a Warner Brothers platform fighter. If you don't know what a platform fighter is, it's the genre of game that was started by Smash Bros. We don't really like to use like Smash clones or Smash likes because honestly all of them play pretty differently at this point. It's like how we don't still call first person shooters Doom clones. Got it? All right. Because it is a platform fighter and because it has a lot of different characters, it has access to every single character that Warner Brothers has ever owned. Just at its base, in the closed alpha, it has Cartoon Network, HBO, Looney Tunes, and like actually a few others too. It's going to be crazy, especially when this game is fully running. It will be absurd who they're able to add, and it's going to be a massive roster. It's free to play, which means you don't have to pay anything. Once the open beta starts in July, you can just download, play it, and never spend a dime. If you do want to spend a dime, it's going to run on the Battle Pass model, which means you can either directly buy things like skins or characters, or you can unlock them using the in-game currency. And then because it's a Battle Pass, think like Apex Legends or Fortnite, where you can put a little bit of extra money in and you can get a bunch of extra perks like character costumes or in-game currency, or there's even things like special animations for ring outs, which is super sick. If you want to get a cool animation for knocking your opponent out of the blast zone, you can do that now. So yeah, that's the game. That's how it's going to make money. That's how you are going to be able to play it for free in a month and a half. Maybe. I don't know when in July this is. I don't know when you're watching this. It could be totally out by now. More importantly though, how does this game play? Why do you want to play this over or concurrently? Because you don't have to stop playing other games because you play one other. Why were you going to play this over anything like Smash, or maybe you play Rivals, or maybe you play Framemakers, any of those? The big thing, and really what it's pushing right now, is that this game is designed at its core for 2v2. There are 1v1s, and in fact, I kind of prefer 1v1s right now, but there's 2v2 fights. And that is the main mode. So you can lobby up with a friend, get in Discord, do your voice chat, all of that, and you can body some kids online together. But there is so much more than that, because there are characters that are designed specifically for 2v2s. They still work in ones, and in fact, they can do crazy things in ones, but there's characters that have special interactions. In fact, almost every character has special interactions that do things like buffing their teammates or gives their teammates a shield, or you can like grab your teammate and pull them back onto stage. It's really cool. I was not a believer in doubles until I played the game, and it turns out, you know, they were right. The game's super fun that way. It's a lot of fun if you're playing with a friend. Not only that, but there's certain characters that are literally designated as support characters. These are characters that are designed to do things like tether or shield or do anything like that. Everyone can affect their teammate. These ones focus on it. And like I said, these are support. Every character does have classes that they're considered or that they're called. That's things like bruisers, tanks, assassins, mage. Let me tell you, it's weird seeing that Bugs Bunny is a mage. But what that means is they're a ranger. They like to throw things. All of those tell you a little bit about the kind of character you're playing. If you're a tank, you're going to be soaking in hits, using super armor, beating the other people up. If you're a bruiser, you're just trying to do as much damage as possible. If you're an assassin, you're going to try to slick someone off the side and get that early kill. That kind of thing. It's really dope. And in fact, they even tell you, like, this character likes to kill horizontally, or this character likes to kill vertically, or both. And that tells you, like, how are you going to play? What are you going to do? This game has perks, and it's ways to build up your character. So you can choose what your loadout, what your specialty is going to be. You get to really tune it to how you like to play. Some of them are small things that affect your team, like projectiles move 5% faster, 10% faster, and you can stack those. But there's others that are pretty crazy, like they're called signature perks. They're ones that are only for your character, and they do things like totally change how this character's special works, how their side B works, things like that. Or give everybody a third jump if they've hit their opponent, which is key because you don't want everyone to just have a third jump all the time and run away, but you do want them to be able to jump up, follow, and get a crazy ladder off the top. As far as game feel, it feels a little bit floatier than most Smash games, but don't let that shake you off because it also has a ton of depth specifically to speed things up. Once you start using dodge jumps, character-specific tech, once you start really working and moving, the game really does feel like it's moving a lot faster. Additionally, because it feels a little bit floatier on the onset, a lot of this game isn't based on like true combos the way some other platform fighters are. A lot of what you're doing is reading your opponent, so making educated guesses based on their habits. If you don't know platform fighter terminology, that's what a read is. Making an educated guess based on their habit of like, they like to dodge up. So I'm gonna hit them, expect the dodge up, and then I'm gonna hit them into the air. And you can get a really disgusting early kill that way. Stuff like that. You're gonna wanna get them into the blast zones with those kinds of reads, not instead of a straight up true combo. Unless, again, you're doing 2v2s, because I have seen disgusting true combos that are just 1 to 2 people ping-ponging their opponent back and forth. Saber and Teals, 2 of my good friends. Q, Brian, and Mickey just beating up some kids. That's what they're gonna do. Other things, because we're just gonna keep going here. There are no shields. There's no techs. If you get hit, you gotta eat that punish. That's just on you. That doesn't feel as dangerous as it sounds on the onset. When I heard that there was no shields and no techs, I was a little worried. There's enough defense. Also, a lot of characters have defense built into their moves, which adds a little bit of flair to that. Speaking of defensive or even just like your resources, you have 2 of every aerial resource. This means 2 air dodges, this means 2 specials, and it means 2 jumps. If you lose those, you're screwed. Speaking of moves, a lot of moves have cooldowns. In most other platform fighters, in fact, this is the only one I know of. In most other platform fighters, moves are totally determined by just how long the animation takes. Once the animation is done, you gotta do it again. In here, it will straight up show, this is the move, you did it once, now you have to wait for this meter to come back. And often you have like a weaker version, or depending on the character, sometimes you just don't have anything, and Batman will complain that he doesn't have a Batarang anymore. But you have to wait for those moves to be done. We're MOBAs now. Because of this, there are certain characters, like Velma has a move that just makes cooldowns go faster. That's why she's a support character. She just makes everyone better. There's a lot of really cool stuff. In addition with the cooldowns, that's also going to be a big way that they balance this game. Instead of having to like, oh, this move is too good, sometimes you make the move worse. Sometimes you make the cooldown higher so they only get that really good move every once in a while. Goes both ways. And finally, there is a dodge meter. Dodging will prevent you from spamming roll, or the dodge meter will prevent you from spamming roll. I know you guys all have those Smash 4 Glory flashbacks, but also that dodge meter becomes really important at a high level play because you use a lot of dodging and then jumping, or dodging and canceling that momentum in other ways to really do some crazy movement and speed up the game. The thing is, if you're doing that, you can't dodge and have invincibility. You just dodge and get the movement because you've run out of dodge meter. It's actually really cool the way they've balanced the like, all right, you're doing some crazy aggressive movement, cool, but you're not invincible anymore. All right, and with that, I hope that you learned a little something about MultiVersus today. Whether that is some characters you're excited to check out, or just learning about the differences between this and Smash, or this and Brawlhalla, or Rivals, or any other platform fighter, and I hope you check it out. I've been having a great time with this game. I feel like it's really good, and yeah, if you like this or any other platform fighters, I would really appreciate a follow. I usually don't ask for that, but I feel like something a little different right now because I make content about a lot of different platform fighters. If you scroll through my feed, you're going to see a ton of them. Anyways, thank you so much. I'll stop rambling. You get excited for the open beta in July, and I will see you later.